So guys, I believe gone are the days where you have the pulp of a particular fruit or vegetable or seed or nut and you discard them. Like, why would you do that? That's fiber. So a few days ago, I made some homemade tofu and soya milk with soya beans. So instead of throwing the chaff away, I decided to make something useful with it. So aside making fufu, which the African in me cannot just resist, this is a normal thing. So there are other things you can actually make from pulp of vegetable, fruits or nuts. You can make crackers, you can add it to your baked goods like energy bars, too many things you can do from it. But on this day, just as I said, as usual, I decided to make fufu out of it. So I'm actually using oats as a binder. So I've got some blended oat. Actually, this is the only blended oat I have. And while I was mixing, I realized I wasn't too sure at this point if the oat is sufficient enough to bind the fiber, that's the pulp of the soya beans. So I just went ahead to see how it's going to look like. After adding the oat, I mixed it up and then I let it cook again. I added a little bit of hot water and low down the heat. This is just a normal way you do your regular fufu. I turned the heat down and I cooked through. So when I mixed it the second time, I noticed that the fiber was still high, so I need something to bind it further. So I went with about 2 tablespoons of Ceylon husk. So that 2 tablespoons of Ceylon husk I added just gave me that firmness and that stretch I needed. So growing up, my mom will always add this soya beans pulp to the regular fufu we eat in the house, the cassava and corn, and just like an extra source of fiber. So if you're on a diet like a keto diet, it's just okay to do the soya beans chaff and Ceylon husk. That would work just the way you would do cabbage fufu. And I would also like to clear this again, for this recipe you don't need the oats and the Ceylon husk to make this soya beans fufu. You don't. Just pick one of the binders and then you're good to go. So high fiber diets like this can help with constipation, and it can also get you constipated. So it's very good to drink lots of water so you can have the balance and the most of it. So high fiber diet like this can also help keep you fuller for longer, and that's why it's always good for weight loss journey. Yeah, because you want something that will keep you full, not 1 minute you're hungry again, you're craving something. No. So after that, you want to pair this fufu with whatever soup you have: okra soup, bitter leaf soup, onubu soup, egusi soup, kale soup. This is actually kale soup, and I've got a recipe on this, a detailed recipe on this kale soup. High in fiber, minimal oil. That's all the things you need to consider when you're eating your soups. You don't need to deprive yourself of the deliciousness of your African food. Just take things in moderation. If it's the oils, the palm oils are very nice, healthy, and just cut down on the portion you add in your soup, and then you're good to go. More fiber, less oil, and there is a balance. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If there's any recipe you want me to drop, like this soup recipe, just kindly remind me in the comment section so I can get the link and post and send to you, not to post the food. If you want my postcode, just each letter £50. Yeah, that's how we go. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.